Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you had a great weekend and hope this first week of our men's march through the Psalms treated you well. I loved our feedback and just all the things that you guys contributed, so thank you very much for being a part of this. If you think of anybody else that you think would enjoy this, invite them, let them know that it's not too late and we can get them plugged in right away. Wanted to jump in with both feet for Psalm 2. I have three questions for you. And before we jump into the questions, just a quick overview of Psalm 2 is the first part of it, the first third of it, really looks at kind of the culture and society that was ridiculing God, wanting to push away from God, uh, wanting to rage against God, wanting nothing to do with God. Sound familiar? I think so. And then the second third of this psalm is God's response, how he sits back and laughs. He's not threatened, he's not challenged by the world that is not wanting him to be a part of their way of life. He reminds the world, I'm the God of the universe, I'm the king of the universe. I'm sovereign and I'm all powerful. I'm not afraid of what you bring to the table, those who are raging against me. And then at the very tail end of Psalm 2, we see where God says that all who run to the Son, Jesus Christ, all who take refuge in Him will be blessed. So it kind of covers a lot of territory there in a very short psalm. But I have some food for thought for you. Three questions. First of all, if you were to be the king of the world for one full year, what would you change? Also, what would you be like, personality-wise, temperament-wise, as a king, an all-sovereign king over the whole world? For me, I tend to be diplomatic, maybe overly diplomatic and kind. So, not that I would be a pushover, but I think I would listen too much and take too little action. I think, as far as my personality goes, because there'd be a lot on my plate as far as figuring out who to uh, discuss things with, who to figure things out with, who to compromise with. I think my desire to reach diplomacy would be, I think, it would be an obstacle, actually. Um, I think I would be a very kind and generous king. I'd really try to aim for uh, equality and fairness in how I would judge uh, and how I would rule. I'd really try to eradicate hunger and poverty. I wouldn't want there to be this uh, disparate class system that we obviously have now in our world. Obviously, that is an ideal, but I would love to try to get rid of that. So, second question then, as far as just culture and society. And I have friends on this men's Bible study in different parts of the world. So, let me put it to you this way. How does the culture and society in your particular country make it difficult to follow Jesus Christ? And then the last question, and I'm not going to answer that one because I think I have a lot to say, but I'd love to get your feedback first. And the last question is this: what does it look like for a believer to take refuge in Jesus Christ? Why do we need refuge? What is that refuge? And what does it look like for us to find refuge in Him? And think of a time in some part of your life where you needed to take some other type of refuge, whether it was in a storm or in a time of danger. Maybe relate that to us as believers taking refuge and finding refuge in the Son of God. Go ahead and share about that, and I'd love to add my 2 cents worth here in a little bit. So anyway, those are my three questions. I would love to hear your input. I hope you have a wonderful week. And please share any prayer requests. We want to be praying for each other, be a support for each other as this week goes on. Sure appreciate you guys, and again, I commend you for being a part of this and for making the Word of God a priority this week. All right, take care. God bless, and I look forward to being in touch.